Welcome back to another episode of Alaskan Babble Podcast. Today we are joined by engineer Blayke McCarthy.
Okay, hold on. Engineer, we're graduating soon. I wouldn't say engineer.
A soon to
There's
be
like stamps and stuff that come with that, but yeah.
He's a soon to graduate engineer at Chugach Electricity.
Yeah, that's kind of how that works.
Okay, well, there's more to this.
So when
Yeah.
y'all power go out,
Blame
Yeah,
this guy.
so I work distribution design. So I'm the guy, whenever the linemen go up on the poles and say, "What is this? This doesn't look right." Yeah, I'm the one who designs that. So I do the power distribution design, typically to consumers. I just, I play with electric Legos all day. That's basically what I do.
Well, I do like Legos. Is that
But
what it is at the end of the day? Is playing with Legos?
well, technically, yes, because we're not designing transformers. We're not designing power lines for specific impedances. So I don't need necessarily an engineer stamp, right? I don't
Right.
have to be a PE for it, which is kind of like it's when you're a journeyman, basically, because there's like a whole apprenticeship that's not an apprenticeship. thing
Interesting.
that happens, but I haven't even graduated yet. I'm supposed to graduate hopefully this fall if everything goes according to plan. But anyways,
so those of you who play with Legos out there, Chugach Electric is hired.
yes,
Yeah, they
yes,
need
we are.
people to
We
play
are hiring.
Legos.
I think it's like chugachcareers.com or chugachelectric.com or something like that. You
Interesting.
can find it in there.
So how did you get into the position that you're in right now with Chugach Electric?
I just happen to be in the right place.
Yeah.
There
And
you
I know
go.
that's probably always the story,
Yeah.
but I used to work car sales at Hyundai. Go see
Sorry.
Cameron. We love Cameron down at Hyundai.
I'm sorry.
But I worked there for 11 years, and eventually I just saw the direction things were going, and I figured it was probably smarter to get ahead of it and finish off my degree. And then this guy's name is Pete, super good dude. Ended up actually returning the car that he had bought, and we don't normally do that, but he was a good guy, and his wife and him were just super polite. Some people you really just can't say no to.
Right.
But we ended up returning the car. I talked to Pete. We hit it off, and Pete was a engineer inspector there. at
Interesting.
Chugach. So Pete's the reason I have that job. He's a super good dude. Yeah. So, it probably doesn't help that I may or may not have bribed the guys interviewing me with donuts.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I'm old school,
That's
I
what it
went
takes.
down and saw the guys at the front desk, and I waited until, the guy who was supposed to be part of the hiring process was available and just waited like 45 minutes. I sat there until he couldn't, he walked by like 4 times, and finally he was like, "All right, I'll talk to him." So, I wore him down, but nobody really does that anymore. So
Right.
So you got your job because of
donuts.
donuts.
Absolutely. I absolutely got my job because I brought donuts.
Good for
Well, because
you.
how many people go through the interview process and just hand in a resume and go on to the next company, and then
That's actually very true.
it does take a little bit of effort. That's not to say the hiring process is easy now.
Yeah.
But anyways, I digress. I
mean,
have my
how-
job because of donuts.
How difficult was it?
I
I mean, you got the
it's
job
a
right
it's a
after?
persistence thing. I didn't get the job for. I mean, if I hadn't gone on the vacation that I went on,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have had the job for about a month and a half.
Okay.
It took about a month and a half, and the more I bug people, and that's one of the nice things about car sales is I learned to bother people.
Oh my god.
Right.
But eventually, if you do it right and you do it well, somebody just goes, "Yeah, we'll give him a shot."
Right.
So,
consistency
in
and
other words,
persistence.
Glaze Crullers.
Blaze, exactly.
Glaze Crullers did it.
So
Yeah.
Van is also a boss at his current
No,
occupation. You're not a boss?
I'm not a boss. I'm a leader.
He's gonna be a leader.
Okay.
I am a leader.
A leader of people.
That's
Yeah.
an important distinction in management.
Yeah.
Being a boss versus being a leader.
I think a boss points fingers. A leader.
I hope this doesn't pick up the mics, but what's going on right now is that the fire the fire alarm is actually louder than it has
For
been.
those of you who are familiar with this show, as of our last show, which I kind of apologize, but
It's fine.
we
We'll
made
figure it out.
enough money finally to get a 9-volt battery and get that chirping fixed in the background, and now we have two. You know,
Well,
I guess it's not. You got to one step forward, 2 steps back is where we are.
It's
right
quite literally 2 steps back. Now there's 2 of them beeping.
So now we have 2 beeps here.
Yep,
and
2 beeps.
But anyway, a leader leads from by example,
Absolutely.
and will actually get in and get dirty with his people. I don't like the term boss. I hate when people call me boss.
But are you a part of the hiring process for
I do
your
all of.
Okay, so here's my question. If a potential employee came in with a box of donuts, would you automatically be glazed up for hiring that person?
That wouldn't. You got to bring me some Pokemon cards.
Some
If you wanna-
Pokemon
You want
cards.
to make me
Keep
happy?
that in mind.
Bring me some Pokemon
Get
cards.
some Pokemon cards, yeah.
I'll put you right up front. But
So
no.
speaking of that, I have a stack of cards somewhere because my dad got me into Pokemon trading because he wanted to prep me up when I was a kid for Magic
Yeah.
Yeah.
gathering.
yeah.
Now,
Okay.
somewhere in the house, and I don't know if it got lost during the move, somewhere in the house, I have a stack of very rare Pokemon cards. Not a
Oh.
lot of them.
Oh
They're
my
probably
God.
not very rare,
Oh.
but like I have a holographic Pikachu that's a promo edition from
Oh,
like
interesting. Where do you live at?
yeah. No, I can't find them is the problem.
Oh.
So like I have 7 or 8 of the promo Mew cards
Okay.
from like the
Damn.
Pokemon 2000 or whatever it is.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of them that are like holographic or promo or
you
rare
need to
rated
find
cards, and
those.
I need to find them.
Yeah.
It's bothering me because that's probably my retirement.
Well, this is not just
Possibly.
hold on. This is not the first time you had a similar problem with rare things.
Go on.
Well, I know that there's a specific computer that has very
Oh,
specific
don't
items.
no. Okay,
Which
so
is-
have you ever watched Big Bang? The Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah.
So there's an episode in there where the characters are fighting over this old computer that they can't find that has.
You kind of
Bitcoin.
remind me of one of them.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah. There you go.
So this episode has them. They can't find this computer that has old Bitcoin stored on it.
Oh.
So when I was in Fairbanks in 2012, when Bitcoin started becoming a thing,
Yeah.
I set up just a rinky-dink shitty computer. I don't know if we could swear.
No, you can
Yeah,
swear.
go for it.
So I set up this little rinky-dink computer and just left it plugged in the dorms because the power was free, collecting Bitcoin.
You need to find that too.
I need to find that thing. That got lost when my roommates all moved all of our stuff back and things got jumbled up and nobody can find my computer. And I told them I will split it. I'll split half of it with them.
Yeah.
Because there's multiple Bitcoins on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So we have a sleeping billionaire in our presence.
Possibly. I got into Bitcoin when it was $2.64 a coin.
Woo!
Nice.
And I held out $2.64.
Yeah.
No.
And I sat on it for years and years and years and years. And then every year it grew. It went from 264 to 7 and some change to 10 and some change to 30, so on and so forth. Now I think I've gotten up to 121,000, and now we are sitting at 80. But the next big move is
It'll hit. It's gonna go back
XRP.
up.
XRP is the next big. Anyway,
How are some of the big hitters like the Electronium one and like Doge and all that?
XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Ripple?
I actually got rid of my
Our
Ethereum.
currency is now being shifted into crypto. So
Well, that's what they want, at least, right?
it's been signed
It's-
already.
Well, part of that is also the taxable situation.
Right,
You know, if it's electronic, they can dig up an electronic record of it.
Right.
If it's cash, you can't trace that.
Okay.
Excellent. Technical difficulties here.
We have a couple. This has probably been the most technical difficulty show we've had. No, there's been so much
Bella.
going on.
Bella brought the spirit,
Bella-
and Bella shut us
Yep,
down.
there we
for a
go.
minute. Well, Timothy?
No, it's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Timothy.
Jonathan might still be here.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan's in that smoke alarm.
Jeez. I want to know.
Fella. You might want to come get Jonathan.
Jeez Louise, I got no words for that one.
Yeah.
So we actually were talking about 10 or 15 minutes before I realized that we weren't actually recording, but now I know we are recording.
Something about Pokemon cards and
Something,
something about Bitcoin.
yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some salt, some pepper, and we were talking a bit about why you chosen to be an engineer.
Oh, because I'm a guy that leaves screws out of toasters.
Yeah.
My parents asked me to fix a toaster when I was like 14, and I left like half the screws out. And my justification was you don't need 16 screws to hold the bottom of a toaster together. It's a toaster. I fixed it for about 6 months, and then when you push the little switch down, there's an electromagnet that closes that keeps it down until the timer goes off.
Yeah.
Fixed it for about 6 months, but the coil in the electromagnet was going out, and there's not really a feasible way to fix it. But my parents just gave it to me as a, you know, if he fixes it, he fixes it. We get a free toaster.
There you go.
So that's how
But did you
I
fix it?
yes,
For 6
it
months.
fixed for about 6
They
months.
had toast for 6 months.
But that's kind of how I got into tinkering with stuff. And then they had these engineering classes at Diamond High School, where they kind of show you the process of engineering and problem solving skills. And then they give you a couple projects, and then they give you a live project at the end of the year and just tell you to figure it out. you
Yeah.
know. We used to have, I think his name was Keenan, was one of my classmates that he told the VP, because we did this presentation with like the VP of ConocoPhillips and
Mhm.
these presidents of ExxonMobil, because that was the whole idea, is this is the time when the oil boom was necessitating a lot of engineers for the oil field up here in Alaska. And so he told the VP of like BP or Conoco or something like that, ExxonMobil, it's the only class I can't fall asleep in. Which is not really a great intro.
So do you fall asleep in most of your classes?
I don't. Well, okay, that's a lie. I do now. I probably shouldn't. But I get up at 6 in the morning and I have classes at like 5:30 at night. I'm just tired.
Yeah, no, I hear
I
you.
pay attention enough. I don't try to fall asleep. There are times that I do end up falling asleep, and my teacher knows it.
Yeah. No, I hear you there. There's been plenty of times when I went to school that I end up, especially I used to do night classes, and it would go until like 10 o'clock at night.
Gross.
And because of that, usually at 9 o'clock, that's pretty much my peak. After 9 o'clock, I'm just about to wind down. I should be having tea, but I'm not. And I used to complain a lot about that in school. During lectures, I would raise my hand. It's like, hey, I'm supposed to have tea right now, and there's no tea here. So I might not even have a functioning brain soon. So, you can keep talking with your lecture. I respect that.
Just
But
whatever kind of tea.
no, we drink sleepy time.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. You
Let's
see,
try like an oolong tea.
you see, it's a boy's job to get tea. So,
Oh, okay, we're gonna get into the term boy job.
yeah.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of boy
dear.
job before?
No.
You're about to be enlightened
Oh.
about
So,
boy job.
does your partner carry like a large apparatus for water, for example, like I don't know, a Stanley?
Sometimes.
So
It's a Contingo.
holding that is a boy job,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
right? Sometimes holding the purse is a boy job,
Mhm.
right? Shoveling the driveway, boy job.
Boy job.
Right. You see where I'm going
Is
with
this a
this?
bad thing?
No. He doesn't appreciate boy jobs the way I do, but my wife came up with the term boy job,
Yeah, boy
right?
job.
So whenever she doesn't want to do something, she just boy job.
Boy
She'll
job.
hand whatever it is to me.
Oh, that wouldn't
And-
fly over here.
And the response, well, so she keeps it reasonable, you
Oh,
know.
okay.
So
Yeah.
like when she doesn't want to hold her Stanley, she's like, boy job.
Oh yeah, that boy job would be all over her in my
So
house.
oh dude, I'll never forget.
Whenever I get a boy job, it ends up all over her.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
So
Get the fuck out.
I
Get
had
the fuck out. Oh, boy
So,
job.
I had this customer a couple months ago that I was selling a car to, and she was what my wife would call a girl's girl. She's rather girly,
Very girly.
kind of aloof, minimal responsibility. And she
Hot.
had a
She must have
Stanley.
been hot.
Well, no.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
If they hot, we can overlook
So,
that. But
anyways, she and her husband had bought this car for me, and she handed her Stanley to her husband, and he knows the responsibility that comes with that, which is that it's no longer hers. And so I I kind of laughed and I told her, my wife calls those boy jobs. She's like, "What do you mean?" So I explained the same thing to her, and she takes the Stanley back from him, looks him in his eyes, and goes, "Boy job." Oh man, her husband, you could see he was pissed. He's like, "Thanks, man. Really
that wouldn't
appreciate that one."
that
But
wouldn't fly.
she keeps it reasonable. It's it's funny to be honest with you, because I don't care. I'll hold the purse. That doesn't bother me. And her and I live reciprocally, I think is the word.
Reciprocal.
Or, yeah, I mean, there's reciprocity happening there, and
Yeah.
she takes care of me, I take care of her. So what is it to carry your purse? I don't care.
Boy job.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I would
that's what a
be
boy
in the
job is.
store like, bitch. Never. But I mean, I guess
Did you ever see that Key and Peele episode?
Yeah,
I
that's
said,
why
I said,
I said, bitch. Yes. No,
First,
I don't carry purses.
we need to explain.
I don't know.
well, carry a purse. I won't get into a purse. My
Right.
wife tells me, she's like, "There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there." I'm like, "It's just, I don't
A
know."
woman's purse is like Facebook Marketplace. Everything is in there. Even the shit you don't want, it's in there.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I agree with that.
Wow. So we need to educate Van's wife on boy job when this podcast is over.
Megan, that's
You
your
know
job.
better.
That's a girl job.
That's a girl job.
No, she
Girl
knows.
job.
Yeah.
That's a newer generation type of deal.
Yeah.
My wife know better.
Well, she
Forget that you
doesn't.
are older than
Here's
we
the
are.
thing: she doesn't know better because
She
she doesn't know the concept of boy job. She knows the ignorance of not knowing boy job.
You can train her. She'll be like, "Ooh,
Jesus.
Van ain't
Can
going
we
for that
not
shit."
use the sense? It sounds like we're training a dog.
Yeah, have you heard of
you
how
can
to
train
train
her.
your dragon?
Yeah,
You can train her. Did you train her to?
we train our women, correct? And
No.
our women
Touching
train
that one.
us.
I am not touching that argument.
That's
I think it's 50-50. We shit.
Oh, my wife definitely trained me.
A
okay.
Like, I go to
relationship
bed at
is a
10.
business, and a business involves
okay.
training
hold on.
to perfect that
So
business.
it's okay. So in your line thinking, it's okay for the female spouse to train the male spouse, but it's not okay for the male child.
I am not touching this
female.
argument.
Oh, okay.
I am not. I know better.
Yeah.
I love my wife, and I'd
Let's-
like to continue being married to my wife.
Say
Honey,
that
I
to-
love you.
Say that to the camera.
My wife rules the house, and I know it, and I am 100% okay with it.
That's reciprocal.
Good for you, wife. That's awesome.
No, I mean, you got to bear in mind. I mean, she's good to me. I'm good to her.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Different relationships have different strokes.
She's super sweet. I come home, the house is clean every day. I got dinner every night.
Yeah.
She's just good to me. So
Yeah,
I try
yeah.
to be as good to her as I can.
How
you know,
long
and
have you been? How long have you been married?
Probably not the best statement, but 2 months. I mean, but we've known each other for 3 years, right?
Oh,
We
okay.
shortly after we met.
Yeah.
Shortly after we met, we moved in together, and that's been like 3 years, So
That's
we're not
true.
new to being like in the same household, doing the same things.
They're newlyweds. though.
This the first date, was it?
No,
that was
the third date.
Not to be rude or weird, but that was a topic.
She was a proper lady. She
Like
waited
I
till
forgot
the
my wife's name
third
on the
date?
first date after. Like I rolled over and asked her, like, "What was your name again?"
Oh my
Oh, my mic muted itself on that one. Sorry.
It's probably for the better.
Yeah. So
Oh God.
yeah, you got some time.
Yeah, no, and like I said, we're in like this opposite of a vicious cycle where like we just how couples start doing mean things because they get mad at something that
Sure.
happened last time. We're in the opposite of that. We do nice things because the other person appreciates it, and we do it consistently. And she's just really good to me.
Yeah, heard.
So
So you guys know, yes, his wife is a very nice lady. I know her. So
I know her better.
He knows her better.
She might drag you out to go hang out with Lila later. Speaking of, I'll do my own shout out to the Bear and Co. We love Lila down at the Bear and Co. If you find her stuff online, go order it. She's the best in Alaska.
Yeah.
She does a
Lila
lot
should
of
come on the
jewelry and
podcast.
cutesy stuff. She's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
She helped out as the maid of honor for our wedding. And
Yeah. Shout
she's
out
just
to
a
y'all.
freaking
I'll come
rock
be
star.
y'all boy
Stripper?
toy. Is that what y'all called it?
Is that-
Boy toy?
Boy toy?
What's
I
it?
didn't call anything.
Boy job?
Oh yeah, boy
Oh,
job.
you
Boy
got-
job.
okay.
You
Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna be
Game
tough.
straight as a say.
6'7", 6'7".
5309.
But yeah, good for y'all.
Holy shit!
So I've been my friend's my high school sweetheart, and then
Oh,
I
okay.
married her. So,
Mm.
yeah, we got through the training process a long time ago. But y'all
I swear,
still
there's gonna
got
be a
some.
parody called "How to Train Your Wife"
y'all
very
got-
soon.
Yeah, it's
I'm not touching it.
I believe a woman's goal when it comes to her man is to conquer the beast. It's something that's set in them to conquer the beast. And
So, are you talking about monogamy versus polygamy?
no, I'm
this is
I'm
being
just
alone
conquering
versus
a man.
being in a
Just conquering
partnership.
a man.
Yeah.
is-
I don't know. I was never super strong willed, but I was okay with being on my own. I mean, before my wife and I met, I was content with the idea that I just might not find somebody. I
Mhm.
was doing my own work, I was living my own life, I was doing the things that I wanted to do. My wife was just better than all of that.
She
That's really what I think it comes down to.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, especially in the younger generations, just learn to potentially be alone.
yeah, they getting vasectomies. So shit.
Heard about that one.
My I don't know what
Apparently, you guys did too.
y'all got vasectomies?
Tomorrow you will.
No, I thought they heard about it. I thought
Oh,
it was
no,
a
that's-
podcast.
That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
It hasn't even been aired yet.
No,
Excellent.
it's going to be aired tomorrow from, well, I guess last week.
Oh
tomorrow.
God, excellent.
Yeah.
Even better.
It's going to be an interesting episode for everyone to watch. It was,
So it will have aired tomorrow.
yes.
Wow,
last
that's gonna be fun when this one comes out.
If the computer system didn't poop out during that interview.
No,
There's
the
a lot of
computer
shit on
system
there
didn't.
y'all probably don't want to hear.
Yeah.
So, win-win.
It's a win-win.
On the computer or on the podcast?
Yes.
That's a whole different conversation, buddy.
On the
Yes.
it's a head scratcher.
Yeah,
to
it
say
was
the
definitely
least.
a head scratcher.
It is a head scratcher,
Mhm.
and I'm still baffled.
Are you gaggled by it?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about it on Thanksgiving, but I didn't want to be judged. So I had to go in the backyard and dig a hole and then whisper my secrets into the hole and
Oh,
throw the
yeah.
dirt back over. Y'all remember that story? I had to do that.
I've never
Yeah.
heard of that. That's
Oh.
excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I had to tell somebody, but I
Yeah,
just
did
couldn't
you?
tell anybody.
Bury that
Did
secret.
you just-
I buried that
You just
secret.
dig it and just stick your hole right inside. Just
Yeah, I
whisper
was like-
secrets.
Done.
Man, I hear a lot of these podcasts, and my wife thinks that men are just so mean to each other. I'm like, dude, it's funny. We just rip on each other sometimes.
Yeah, I feel there's plenty,
Yeah, it's just
plenty of times to rip
Just
something.
yeah, I'm like, it's
Yeah.
funny.
Women are emotional,
Mhm.
and men are logical and physical. Shit, we can start wrestling here. That's entertaining us, right? But she'll be over there, our camera person, and you guys are so dumb. Why do you do this?
There's
So
a-
that's
There's a lot of things that I say that are just dumb. I will not deny that one.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily incorrect.
I
Actually,
say
I've been wanting to run
shit.
a little experiment of having Megan host an episode and have someone else on, just see what the difference. would
Alaska
be.
Yeah,
Babble Girls
she'll be-
edition. There we go.
Yeah, the ABG edition, Alaska Babble Girl edition.
What's the other one the ladies are building? Bitches and Bubbles?
Bitches and Bubbles.
Bitches and Bubbles?
Yeah.
See, there you go. Yeah, I think my mom wants to put that one
Yeah.
together. I think.
Shit,
Yeah.
God got a sense of humor.
Are you gonna have the bubbles or the bitches here?
If they allow me to call them bitches, I'll bring the bubbles. I'll bring the bubbles if I can call y'all bitches.
This thing sees me right.
Yeah. So no, but they named
over here.
these women named themselves that.
hey, if they wanna have that podcast, I think it sounds like fun. You
Yeah.
know,
No, I
um,
legitimately hope that she does start
there
it
was
up.
one that I couldn't really, and I don't know if this needs to necessarily go on the podcast for copyright reasons, but there was one called it was a Midwest podcast. Uh,
Oh no,
I can't remember what
not
it's
the
called off the top of
Midwest.
my head. Um, anyways, I thought I would get into it because these guys have some humor that's very similar to mine. I could not get into it. I listen to like a lot of Star Talk Radio and
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse and love Neil deGrasse Tyson.
So why do you love Neil deGrasse Tyson?
He's perpetually curious.
Mm-hmm.
He's an expert in astrophysics.
Mm-hmm.
Works for the Hayden Planetarium, I think, in New York.
Yeah.
But his podcast is about things that he is not an expert in.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had an episode that they talked with like the VP of Spalding just about footwear
Hmm.
and the increasing or decreasing injuries that come along with it in professional sports. Not an expert in that, he's not, but
Yeah.
they talk about stuff that he's not an expert in, and I think it's cool to learn some stuff like that that's just gives you a more rounded personality, more
Absolutely.
curiosity. And a lot of adults, especially the ones that I have been around in the last 10 years, have just no curiosity.
Yeah.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Do things by the process, which is one of the things I really like about Chugach is people are curious
Mhm.
about, why do we do the things that we do the way we do them? And sometimes that means there's exceptions to the rule book, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to do, we'll place customer power sources at different spots, even though the rules say that we're not supposed to, because, it's just everything's on a case by case because, we don't just follow the rules. Anyways.
Yeah, and I hear you on that.
Especially in the valley.
Well, there's
Okay, back up. That's MEA. That's not us. It's messed up there. That was one of the things that they warned me about when I had first started because, power lines are all around us, but they did tell me when I first started, you will look at the power grid when you're driving down the street and just go, that's real messed up.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
No, the Valley is, I think, MEA, which is like Matanuska Electrical
Yeah.
Man, it's good.
Association.
So
or
do you
something
have like a
that.
rivalry between the two companies?
Not that I've really seen. We did cover them. They had a load shed event about 2 weeks ago where they had one of their power plants go down. So there is some kind of line between us and Wasilla that
Right.
supplements
Right.
as we need it, and so we had to supplement them at some point to
Right.
make sure that. Anyways,
Yeah,
so that was
interesting.
fun.
I think the military base connects to two. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
but I believe the
I'm pretty
military
sure we
base.
supply the military base. It's funny because I looked at the power grid and I think the military base is actually like construction lined out. I
Yeah.
don't get to see what's in there. It's kind of weird. So there's like this hole in Anchorage that I can't see on the
And
power
isn't that
grid.
the interesting part is that we can't see the other side of Anchorage?
Yeah.
Jaybird might as well be its own country.
Have you ever been over past the gates?
No, I mean
Never?
I have
Oh,
once
Lord, it's
actually.
a whole
I have
nother-
once or twice. I had a friend
Yeah,
of
a
mine that
couple
was
times.
It's a
in the
whole new
military.
world over there.
Yeah.
Oh shit! They
Someone
got
find the
just
pass.
about every.
Someone find the pass.
It looks like over here, but more regulated over there.
Yeah.
It's-
That
Only
makes
a
sense.
little.
And a lot of the military guys are douchebags. Cut that part out. I'm tired of being called a civilian. Put that part out.
You are a civilian.
Have you ever did you see the most recent South Park episode?
No.
So they're getting real political.
Oh, I know. I think the Trump AI advertisement was probably the best use of AI I've ever seen in a
That
long,
was
long time.
fantastic.
Long time. I
Well,
loved
so
it.
the most recent one is they feature a certain, I don't know how copyright infringements work on podcasts.
I mean, it's
but
not gonna.
they feature
you're
a
fine.
certain
You can say whatever you want.
they feature a certain Secretary of Defense.
Oh,
I think is his name. But they have every time he comes into the frame, they play the tune of Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone.
Oh,
But the lyrics are Pete Hegseth is a fucking douche, is what it is. And you can't really hear it because they kind of mumble the lyrics a little bit in the background. But man, if you listen to it, I about pissed myself. It was so funny.
I love South Park's way of just sticking it to the man.
I,
It's just really funny to me, especially when they came up with the first episode of the last season, was the same time that one of the was it who was the commentator that got off the air?
uh,
I forgot his
I don't
name.
know. The last commentator that was off the air was I heard was like Joe Rogan years
No,
ago.
no, it wasn't Joe Rogan. It was someone else because Paramount made a deal and got sued by Trump, and then they removed the
Do you know how they removed the lawsuit on that, by the way?
did
Okay, now I have no fact to back this up, but I heard because they classified it under satire, if he wanted to sue them, he had to admit that things on that show were actually
that's
true.
Right.
that's accurate. Yeah.
I have no source on this, but I heard it was because he had to admit that he had a small penis. Because that's one of the things that they
It's
make
Jimmy
fun of.
Kimmel. It's not Jimmy Kimmel. It was
Oh, Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah.
said the same thing about Epstein, right? Like it looks like a balloon,
Oh, jeez.
and he got up and walked
That
out.
was Epstein, yes. But so after Jimmy Fallon got canceled from the show, right? I think it's Jimmy Fallon. You know, South Park released his episode with Trump, and it had the AI Trump of him walking naked in the woods and his small little dingle wingle coming up saying, "My name is Donald Trump and I support this message."
Now the funniest thing about that is this animatronic penis
Dingle wingle.
is what says it.
Yeah.
I'm Donald J. Trump and I endorse this message.
Right. And
Jesus.
it's
Y'all
literally
generation is cooked. Like, and I like it. The fact y'all can find comedy behind these serious.
I mean, that's the only way you can
situations.
do it because you would go mad at otherwise, I think. You would
Y'all,
go
We just
mad.
we're done taking things so seriously.
Yeah, it's
so
you would go mad.
But the thing I like about South Park is they don't discriminate when it comes to
No,
that.
they
They make fun
don't.
of everybody. They
Mhm.
don't care.
yeah.
They made fun of the other side of things when we had COVID and all the vaccines and
Yeah.
stuff that they made fun of. You know, they made fun of that. They made fun
Yeah.
of SARS back in like 2002.
They're making fun of 9/11 back in the day
Oh
too.
God, yeah, they did take the same. So I don't know if anybody remembers the Saddam Hussein
Yes, I
episodes.
do remember
That's
those.
the same voice actor for Donald Trump.
Yes, it is. So there was a theory that Saddam Hussein is Donald Trump in South Park because they even play the same theme. But what I love about South Park right now, they're just begging to be canceled.
Oh, they
They're
are.
like,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
They're like,
Cancel us.
just do it.
Come on, do it.
Well, y'all see Beavis and Butthead came back too, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's yeah. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of cartoons. Not
Yeah.
to put anybody down.
No,
or
I mean,
anything.
You know, South Park, I think, is probably one of the only ones. I can't watch Family Guy though.
I can't do Family Guy.
No. You know, it's there's bits that are. I'll watch it on like TikTok or.
I only like the neighbor,
Mhm.
Oh, Quagmire.
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 That's my boy.
Oh
Yeah.
God, of
That's
course.
the only one I like. But again, I can't sit and
I did watch I watched that it's Gundam, I think it is on
Yeah.
Netflix. It was okay. There wasn't a whole. I mean, it was okay. There
Yeah.
wasn't a whole lot that I got. I didn't take a lot of it home. You know, I forgot
yeah,
most
I'm
of it.
still finishing the John Casey
Yeah.
story. I mean, it is.
Messed up, huh?
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, the white P Diddy,
The white P Diddy.
Oh God.
the diddler. He was the diddler.
Diddler.
Yeah.
Jesus. God.
The
Yeah,
5
push
seconds
that
away
button.
from
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, going back to using comedy as a relief, right, to serious situations, I feel like there's no other way to do it because I believe if you don't have a sense of humor at all, you're gonna go crazy because there's so much bad shit. There's got to be a way to subsidize
It's
it.
definitely a coping
It's
mechanism.
a
I
coping
believe the
mechanism.
best truth is told in a joke.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, that's I can't remember where I heard it. I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Humor by nature has its genesis in
Mhm.
very dark and unfortunately true circumstances. You
Yeah.
know, that's where humor lies. It wouldn't be funny if it was completely fake.
Right.
The funny thing about it
it's
is
based on reality.
there's some kind of basis in
Right.
reality. So I think a lot of us are just, you know, we're finding a lot to cope with right now.
See,
Yeah.
we didn't have anybody set up, or I think somebody canceled on us the last pod ago, the one before the last. So
Uh,
we ended up podding ourselves here. Meg
yeah.
ran the show
Oh
for
yeah.
that one. Um, I'm only saying this because I don't know if y'all know, but over the weekend, somebody beat us to it and went over and dangled their feet off the bridge. Did
Oh,
you see how far the highway was backed up? Do you know how many followers we would have had?
What?
I
What is
am not.
happening?
I am
So we
not
didn't
going
have
to
anybody to
profit off of
interview.
someone's suicidal attempt.
So I told him, let's go dangle our feet off the bridge and
I
record
am
it.
not gonna dangle my feet off the bridge
Why not?
because there's actually in photography, right? There's street photography is okay, but there's a general, I would say, guideline code of honor
No,
that
everybody's media.
you're not supposed to share
Everybody's
people's
media.
tragedy or homelessness or
Sure.
people trying to,
Yeah, keep it
as YouTube
tasteful.
would say, unalive themselves on the bridge.
Sure,
I mean,
keep it
that's
tasteful.
just being, compassionate for the situation, I think.
Yeah.
But you can record whatever the eyes can see.
See, that's one thing. Okay, so I don't consider myself older yet. I
No,
get
you're
that
a
I'm
couple
not
years.
the
very
youngest. Well, I get that I'm not the
youngy.
youngest generation now. But the weirdest thing is like I'll catch myself in videos of people on TikTok or Snapchat or
Mhm.
whatever, where like somebody will show me a video of like a coworker who's just taking his camera and like zooming in on my face from 50 feet away. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
that feels weird.
Yeah.
That's something he would do.
And like they got a video.
Why?
How many
when I
times
was-
have you drew Reed? Reed was your pumpkin. Like, we need to really get into this. Like, you and Reed got a secret. See, I think y'all in the yeah. Cut that part out. Oh, we love you, Reed. Sorry.
but like no, so like when I was at the front desk at Hyundai, they people sitting at the desk across the dealership would just have this video like up here on the counter, like zooming in closer and closer as like a TikTok reel or whatever. They are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's why.
weird.
And I'm like, dude, ask.
That's not so. Yeah, absolutely. That's not considered recording in public.
No, so if we're gonna
Okay.
talk about, so what you're saying is you're in a private
No,
private
so I'm
building.
not saying no. It's a public building.
Is it?
It's I don't
It's a-
it public wise. I get it.
private establishment accessible.
Yeah, no,
to the
it's
public.
well, and it's not even the legal argument of private versus public. It's just to me, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
To
agree
them,
with
it's
that.
completely normal.
I agree with that.
It's weird to me.
But we are being recorded everywhere.
Constantly.
Yeah.
So I mean, what can you do?
That's true.
Walmart. Oh God, I'll probably do that later today.
Oh.
Walmart, the East Side Walmart here, has a camera. So the fitting room is a box, right, in
Mhm.
the middle of the store.
Oh no.
There's a camera just up here, pointed right at the top of the fitting rooms.
Really?
Yes,
Ew.
Oh.
I spotted it the night before last. Just
No,
on the
that's
fit-
got to be a lawsuit waiting
So,
to happen. I mean, if it's pointed at like the hallway into the fitting room, sure, but like
no, it's
the fitting rooms,
hovering-
that's weird.
It's
That's
hovering
weird.
just above the fitting
Ew.
rooms.
Okay,
there.
so
That's
not the
wrong.
East Side
So,
Walmart.
the East Side Walmart
Okay.
here is
50-50 that it's at every other Walmart too. So
So don't steal,
Alleged.
don't steal your stuff in the
Alleged, yeah.
fitting room.
Yeah.
Just steal it.
Oh, jeez.
They can't stop you.
See,
Let's state
chocolate-
the obvious here. They can't stop you.
Well, they
Oh,
have a
man.
gun. They have a gun.
Who's got a gun?
Fred Myers.
That security guard?
Yeah.
Oh.
He can't use
Do you
it.
think for $13 an hour he's going to be risking his life? Come on.
Is that actually a gun they hold, or is it just deterrent?
It might be. No, they're armed guards.
Are they armed?
Yeah, but who's gonna shoot somebody?
for $13 an hour?
I'm suing his company. I'm suing Fred Meyer. Then I'm suing him personally.
And then his children.
There's so
Uh,
much countersuit that would
yeah,
happen.
and then
no,
For him to discharge a firearm in the entryway of that store
with other passersby.
unlawfully, he's gonna catch a charge for every individual head in that store.
Yeah.
The
No, I
last
hear you
person
there.
that just shot somebody in A Street Walmart.
Well, yeah. I mean, what if you hit somebody else's behind him? There's so many what
Yeah.
ifs. I would probably say it's probably like a taser. or
And we live in
something.
Yeah.
Alaska. Guns don't deter anybody from doing anything.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a gun here.
That's true.
It's probably the only place that's more lax on their gun laws than Wisconsin.
Yeah, I've only had a gun flashed at me once for the amount of road rage and shit I've been through, and that was some dude at Costco that almost ran into my kids. Yeah, oh, there's
Oh,
the
I'd be
actual
pissed
The
about
video.
second
that.
one.
He flashes little 32, and
Well, that's a similar situation happened recently with the guy that, you know, allegedly almost, ran over the kids and then he went to confront the guy in the
Oh yeah,
car.
the dad went to confront
Yeah.
on the
his
south side.
the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's done.
Yeah.
He's done for. You don't. Those poor kids.
Yeah.
Like, um,
They'll
I
put him
hope
away.
I never run into a
Well, it's going to be
situation
an
like that.
interesting case because it's really going to really define the stand your ground law. If he actually was appropriate. I mean, I personally don't think it was
Well,
appropriate, but the argument's going to be is, well, you know, did the guy that got shot actually pose a viable threat where a firearm had to be discharged? Personally, I don't think so. I don't believe that was the right call, obviously, but they're going to probably be talking about that a lot in the court cases.
I think
Did
it's safe to say the saying "sticks and stones may break my bones" is complete bullshit.
right?
Because some people are getting shot over words, so
I
words do
am
cut.
generally a fan of fuck around and find out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
If you want to do, because I see people do some real dumb shit sometimes. I'm
yeah.
like, you know what? Do it. Go
Yeah.
for it. Do dumb and find out. Um, that particular case, I would like to know more of the general
Yeah,
context and timeline before I
exactly.
make a real opinion on it. I don't really see where it's super justifiable to shoot somebody in front of their kid.
Hmm.
I've been extremely close, and thank God my wife was in the car. Polynesian gentleman and his girlfriend were. I'm a habitual brake checker.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got a rear view limit.
Yeah.
If you get too close to me, especially during the winter, you reach, I teach.
Yep.
So I did that, and the Samoan Polynesian gentleman and his wife pulled up alongside me and my wife, and everything he had to say to me was fine, but my wife's in the seat and she's over there panic giggling. And
Oh, that had to help the situation.
yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, I get that bitch too," and I go, "Honey, lean back." And if she wasn't in the car, I would have lit that guy's car.
Yeah.
I never really understood this until I met my wife and until not necessarily when we got married because we were engaged for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
You can say just about anything to me. Say something to my wife, and
Yeah.
I'm not a big guy.
Yeah,
I still got pepper spray.
yeah,
I will
Yeah.
not hesitate.
Because it becomes personal.
Yeah, well, it's I
Yeah.
don't know. It hits different for some reason.
It
Like I said,
absolutely
and then
is
it comes with
differently.
growth. Like this was a long time. This was many winters ago. But
many moons ago.
last
Many
week
moons.
we were picking my daughter up from school, and some of the parents I seen in park, if this reaches y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. But they cut into the school on a one way and almost plow these kids down
Oh,
every day.
jeez.
So that happened last week, and my wife was about to say something to another car, and I turned to the side and I go, "You're not gonna get my ass whooped because what you got to say to them, I will put you out of this car if they get aggressive."
Oh, jeez.
Because I don't, I'm
We'll
not
just
gonna,
tie you to the post and
yeah,
see
I'm
what
not gonna
happens.
allow. Which she had every right, but she's, I don't believe in the past I would, but she ain't gonna start an argument, and I'm left to have to defend for both of us. That ain't happening.
That's a boy's job.
Yeah, that's a boy job.
That's a boy
Yeah.
job.
In that scenario, I'll hold the purse.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, just give me the purse, honey. You go ahead over there and you do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. There's always something about when your wife's security or honor is being challenged that brings out the
Yeah, it
innate
definitely
masculinity
is.
of a person.
Yeah.
It
My wife
does.
can't fight for shit. She ain't never had a fight in her life. So I'm not signing
I
it.
kind of want to see her fight now.
I think the only fight
We'll
she's
put her
ever
to an
had.
MMA ring and see what happens.
I mean, out of fear, she probably fucked something up.
Right.
But the only fight she's ever had in her life was with her younger sister. She's
Oh.
never had a.
Oh, now the wheels are turning for me. I'm kind
So
of
I
curious
used to
how that
street
turns out.
race heavily in California, and I've done some things, I shouldn't have done. But I cut some people off one time. The lane was ending, and I'm doing like 100 through one, and I cut them off out of the turning lane to get over. But I was going so fast, all I could see is blurs.
Yeah.
So this van catches up to me, and the lady, the passenger side was to my driver's side. The lady's like, "Do you want to die?"
While you're
Right?
driving?
Well, we were at a red light now,
Okay.
and my adrenaline's still going from this little street race that I just had in traffic. Not even paying attention to this G20, like a sports team van, like an all white, like Reed's van.
Oh,
It
gee.
was one of those.
Oh,
But the
really?
windows were all dark, right?
Yeah.
So
Did that thing
this
get race?
this lady that's not what I was racing, but the lady's like, "Do you want to die?" And I'm looking up, like, "What?" And she leans over and she's like, "You white trash bitch." And I'm thinking, "Oh my God." Like, so now I gotta be tough for her, right? So then the husband's like, "Fucking pull over." So I'm like, "All right, right on, I'll pull over like that," because I gotta be a badass for her. We pull into the Red Lobster parking lot,
Oh my
and the
God. it always
fucking
happens to
back
Red
door
Lobster.
of this van opens, and the whole football team was in that van. I look over like, "Honey, what you want to do?" I'm about to get out of here.
So did you race off as soon as you
Oh,
saw
I
the?
fucking took off as soon as that door opened.
I would too.
He was a van full of some stout, cornbread fed white boys.
Oh my God.
And that was probably their parents up front. Like, I'm 160 pounds with her. So in my mind, hey, this is white on white crime. Like, hey, do you want to stay here? Because I'm leaving. Y'all can hash this out. Like, they gonna be aggressive towards me for other things other than this speed racing that I was doing. So
Needless to say, you lost the race.
I lost my pride. Uh,
My
I
pride,
lost
my
everything,
dignity.
but I gained restraint.
Yeah.
A whole lot of insight.
It just took a football team coming out of a large van.
Yeah, I looked over like, oh yeah, no, this ain't gonna work.
Jeez Louise.
Suddenly, I feel quite different about the
Yeah.
situation.
I can
you
take
know-
it. It's like you open the. I can take them off. I'll take it. Opens the door. One pops out. It's like a Russian nesting doll. They just get bigger and bigger instead of smaller and smaller every time they
No,
come
this
out.
was the door open and about 10, 15 bald heads just was kind of like, oh fuck this. What you want to do, honey? You getting out or you coming? Because I'm leaving.
Oh my God.
So
I never really had those kinds of issues. I live by what would Steve Rogers do generally.
What would Steve Rogers do?
And that is pretty much always it really is just don't be an asshole.
it's not worth it. I think we live in a time of unquestioned and undiagnosed mental health.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of mental illnesses
And
going around.
somebody cutting me off right now or made a lane change or anything that I didn't agree with, so be it. Like,
Do you guys get the same road rage that I do? So, like, somebody pulls in front of me or doesn't use their blinker, I get a real intense road rage for about 12 seconds,
Yeah.
and then I'm done.
I fuck with the cops. I'll pull up to the side of a cop and tell them your headlights ain't on.
Bold move.
Yeah. So I mean, people know for the most part it's old people doing it. There's some young hotheads out there.
Well, there's a lot more young hotheads now.
The only times I get extremely pissed off in a car is early in the morning on my way to work because I take the Muldoon Highway entrance, and you got all the military guys and women entering and exiting, and they do not know how to drive for the life of them.
There's a couple things that does give me road rage. One is tailgating. If
Mm.
you tailgate me, I'm gonna absolutely do everything I can to be an ass.
I got a fucked up
Yeah.
bumper on the back of my car. You tailgate me all you want. I will brake check you, and I will blame it on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything from the back is the car behind you's fault anyway.
Unless there's extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
I mean, it exigent circumstances, like if you run into the back of a parked vehicle, like that's on you.
hmm
They will still nail you for it, but that's not the normal flow of traffic is to
Yeah.
stop.
But I
in the
got
middle of the
cameras
road.
in my car, so if you are too close and I feel the need to test my brake system and your car can't respond, like you're too close.
Yeah. The second thing that gives me road rage is those who are entering into the highway. They do it extremely slowly. And like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
supposed to match the speed to the highway. And if you're coming in, and I'm starting to come in while they're
See, I'll give you
yeah,
that does irritate
that
me, but the
irritates me
one
a
that
lot.
really bothers me is when people wait to the last second to merge.
Yes.
But if you guys are that car coming up the highway in the far right lane and there's an entrance lane, get the fuck over.
Oh yeah,
It
Let
depends.
these
It
people
depends.
enter.
I'll let
It
people over
saves
if
you a
it's
headache.
yeah. I mean, if it's
Which I do
cramped, I'll let
agree.
people in.
But
Yeah.
somebody like me, I come on, I merge, and I go all the way to the fast lane immediately. I'll
Which
cut everybody off.
yeah. Which I don't which I totally hear you when you say that, but the problem is that sometimes there's like a lot of traffic, right? And you don't have that chance to actually slow down and let them go through. So then comes the point is like the both of you are about to hit
Mm.
each other and you can't really slow down because you hit the car in the back and you can't really go faster because
Are you the aggressive driver or the Meg? Aggressive driver.
oh, I don't know. Between the two of us, I would say arguably she's more aggressive than I am.
I don't know. I question, the Meg.
I would question the Meg too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a shark.
Yeah.
She'll come
She got
after
a
and eat your
shank in
car.
her backpack.
Does she have a
I was
shank?
like, what the fuck
Wow.
is this?
I give Shay. I gave my wife pepper spray.
Yeah.
I could mine do. I'm scared. Mine's will shoot herself in panic. She's got a gun. She won't carry.
She's gonna shoot herself in the panic?
In a panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd probably somehow.
Well, what would she do? Like, oops. Like accidentally
You
blow it
know,
up?
there's a reason. It's a trope in the movies.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know. You have to shit just like anything else. You got to train with pepper spray too.
That's true.
You got to know how when not to spray because it will come back and get you.
Yeah.
Oh, it only shoots like 10 feet.
So I got the gels.
hmm
Oh,
Yep.
and it's like Tom when it hits your face. Like
Oh,
you're not wiping
God.
this off. Like it just
Well, this
smears over
episode's
here.
not gonna be monetized.
Yeah.
I'll promise you that.
We
Oh,
ain't been
man.
monetized ever,
Ever.
except
Never.
we made $1 and some change on getting that beat face.
We never did. I don't know why you keep saying
That's
We in the
that.
process. I ain't heard it in. There it is.
Oh,
Never mind.
yeah, we'll just give it a second.
Oh man, I
Still
watched your
there.
brain click when it went
Still
off
there.
like 5 minutes ago, though.
It's still, yeah, it's annoying.
Oh, what are we gonna
It's
do?
annoying.
What are we gonna do? Yeah.
So yeah, now I don't even like going outside. I'm comfortable, and I get grief like
Oh,
the movies. What am I doing? If you want to go to the movies, go. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable in my
So,
silence and
like, I like doing that kind of stuff, and we probably should. My wife and I should get out more. But one of my favorite things to do is just to read on the couch with her.
yeah,
Like, I just
right.
like reading with her,
Yeah.
and it has nothing to do with the book. I just like being, it's quiet time around my
Yeah.
wife. I don't really have to do too much with my brain except for read my book.
Yeah, I can't do that. It'll turn into a sex type situation,
What?
and then my wife's a horn dog.
Oh my God.
Then I'll be
Oh,
stuck in a
jeez.
whole different.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's a whole different situation.
And then
Oh.
smut books, I don't want to sit next to her while she's reading smut book. That just makes
No
it
pucking
worse.
around for you then?
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
no.
I
No
heard
fucking
my
around?
wife told me that was just a raunchy book.
Yeah.
It's very raunchy.
Is it? I heard it was just like crude.
Like it's
Yeah, he tried to
raunchy.
get me to read an
I
excerpt from it
wanted
on a
to.
podcast.
I wanted to. Yeah. I wanted to. Yeah. I mean,
That was Sarah?
yeah, but Sarah Stevens.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. No,
The titty lady.
pucking pucking around is essentially just it's more of a parody than it is an actual romance book, in my opinion.
It's fair.
Like I read some excerpts of it, and it's it's such a gratuity that it's to the point of
It's got to be
ridiculousness.
some kind of
Yeah,
satire.
it's gotta be some type of satire because no one would explain sex like that.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I don't get it.
Not that I want to get back in that topic anyways. We had a whole episode last week about vasectomy, so
Yeah,
I'd rather not go into
I don't like
another
having
talk.
sex every day.
Okay.
Put that part out.
I don't know what to say about that.
I do sperm retention, if y'all know what that is.
I have no.
I try to do it on a month by month basis. It just depends on the other
Whatever
party.
floats your boat, man.
But
Yeah.
sperm retention, it helps.
This is getting to very big Christian territory that I'm just not comfortable with.
Oh
Sperm
god.
retention's a good thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, how's your fish tank doing, Megan?
What are we talking about?
Apparently, it's doing good. Sorry,
This is the
so back up.
This is the segue. This is
I
the
bought-
segue.
He's getting horny.
Oh,
No,
He's getting horny.
oh, jeez.
what?
Shit.
No,
He's
okay.
over here getting horny.
This podcast today.
So, the weather
Wow.
outside
So-
is weather.
I don't even know
I
what to
I
say.
have a 16-gallon aquarium at home, and
Oh,
I just
shit.
got some more tetras, and I've been excited about it. Is all. And that's why I texted you yesterday about the because I got a bunch of new fish in my fish tank. So
You have to be the
Um,
first guest ever to talk to the cameraman.
You have
fourth
to.
wall break inside a fourth wall
Let's
break.
It's
just
a
say
fourth
that.
wall break. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, anyways, I was excited about the fish tank. That's why I texted you about it because I was wondering while I was thinking about it how it was
More
doing.
Amber Tetras or different
Yep.
kind?
No, I got Ember tetras. I got 8 of them in there now, and all of a sudden, instead of like hiding, they're out in the open, like swimming around. So it's really
See,
nice.
ladies and gentlemen, we have gone to the point of the podcast where the fourth wall has broken. So I'm gonna have to excuse myself while we bring in the other fourth wall.
Don't. Oh, I thought you were going to the bathroom. So if you guys
Hey,
don't remember,
cameo.
if you guys don't remember the last podcast,
Yeah.
Tyken found it necessary to go use the bathroom mid shoot. The air was thick.
Oh God.
I'm pretty sure he was cutting that part out because we were talking about his poop too much.
Oh, I mean, it was bad.
That'll do it.
It was.
I told my wife on our first date that I shit myself during vacation a few years ago. So yeah, that's going on the podcast now. She loves that story, by the way. She won't let me live that one down.
You
It
shit
happens to
yourself
everybody at
on
some point.
vacation?
No. Oh, so I had a vacation about 2 years before we met. And it came up on the first date, the topic of vacations, and somehow I found it appropriate to tell her that during that vacation, on our first date, told her on that vacation I had shit myself on that vacation. So she learned that on the first date, and she still married me. So anything.
Were you nervous? Like I would never
the vacation
ever
or on the
No,
first
on the
date?
first date. I would never ever.
I don't honestly know how it came up.
I don't like
I'm
my
super
wife.
bashful about that kind of stuff, though.
I don't let my wife do
Whatever.
my laundry.
My wife does my laundry too.
I don't want her.
but
No, I
she's-
won't let her.
Oh, she won't.
She'll take a picture of my streaks and send it to me. Like we don't do that.
What is going on with this episode? today?
Yeah, and then I'll get
In the
mean.
air.
Like
Something in the sky.
yeah, like yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. How it
Payback
came
is a
up,
bitch,
so
and I learned
she-
that the hard way.
She loves that story. She won't ever let me forget that I told her on our first date that I shit myself on a vacation that I had had. Where were we going with this?
I don't know. We were talking about sperm retention. Then we went to how's your tank going to people shitting
So I like to
themselves.
go. I like to. My things is I like to camp and take my wheelers out and all that, and
Oh, okay.
and I like to do it with the fam. But my family has a thing with they'll run from flies.
Sure.
So don't let it be a bee or a mosquito around. It's just not happening. Like they would go in the tent and just stay in the tent all day.
When you say beer, you mean bear?
A bee,
Oh, I
a
heard
bee,
beer.
a mosquito.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard.
Oh, I'm
beer.
running from a bear.
Yeah.
I'm leaving everybody.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Except when there's a bear, I'm out.
Yeah, during the earthquake, shit, I was in the garage. I was meal prepping in the garage, and then the world started shaking. Fuck, I ran in the house. I had my whole survival bag on. I'm looking around
It's
like,
time to go to the emergency bunker.
why are y'all
Rush.
not under a doorway? I'm leaving.
You see, during that whole exchange on the quake scaving, I actually held on to our fish tank so it wouldn't fall apart.
Oh,
Oh,
good for you.
I was like, nope, nope, you're not going
Good
anywhere.
for you, you guppy.
Chuffy.
Wow, this has been probably the wackiest episode so far. I mean, even more
One?
wackier than your episode. And that's really saying something because you were pretty damn wacky on that episode.
Which one?
The one that you were the guest on.
Which one?
Episode 3, Van. No, it was episode 2. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no,
Our first,
no, no,
our
no, no.
first, yeah. When
No,
I brought you
I
on,
was no.
yeah.
I brought you
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
I don't know
I
why you keep
remember.
saying that you interviewed me.
When you
I
made
interviewed...
you made the water chunky.
Oh God. So
We have a finite amount of time left. My wife just texted me. So.
oh boy.
Don't
Well, we better wrap up this podcast.
y'all got to
soon.
set ground rules. My wife, no, don't text me between the hours 10 and 2.
You're usually here between 10 and 2.
That's what I'm saying. She'll text me from upstairs.
You know, I will end it this way. There's been a couple times where I always found this really funny, where I'm in another room and then Megan just randomly texts me, "Hey, do you want to go somewhere?" And I'm just like, I'm literally 50 feet away from you. Why did you text me?
Probably in a double screen because she don't want to miss what she's watching, but she wants to text to you. So it's a double screen.
Yeah.
But she don't have to
man.
take her focus off and really give you all the attention you deserve.
No. Yeah, something like that.
And then you probably over there reading smut books. So she probably
Okay,
just want to
okay.
stay away from you.
Okay, I'm going to put this on the record, okay? There's only one person in our household that owns something similar to a smut book, and it's not me.
Oh.
It's not me. I don't own smut books.
My wife lives with you?
No. What?
She reads smut books, dude.
I'm talking about my wife?
Ain't that a form of cheating? Like I asked this question
No,
last week and
I
it got
don't-
all weird. Like
Yeah. No, I don't
it's
feel
not-
like
I mean,
is
is
it-
porn a form of cheating?
I mean, it depends on the person you talk in a relationship, right? So, you know, is smut books cheating? Would you consider?
When's the last time you watched porn?
I'm not going to answer you that question. I'm not going to answer that. No. When was the last time you watched porn?
It's
I mean-
been a while.
Okay.
And so I started sperm retention
God.
a couple months ago.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I was spanking it almost shit.
Jesus.
Like I was running out of videos. Oh, okay. Just saying.
Yeah, that's 5, folks. That's 5. Congratulations. We have reached 5 clicks. That means the podcast is over.
Shout out to Pornhub.
Oh my God. What is going on?
I was a virgin before my wife and I met, so
Really?
yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
Really?
For the purposes of the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Oh. okay.
Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I
me
think.
too.
I was also a virgin when I got married.
Yeah.
We were all virgins.
She
Oh,
was
God.
she was my first.
Yeah.
My last.
My
everything.
only?
Yeah.
You see, we actually knew each other long ago. We were actually in the Brotherhood of Virginity Club. And, you know, we wanted to keep our virginity.
The
as long as-
Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood
Wow.
of Virginity.
Is there something we should know?
We were all a party. You should know this. Yeah.
It was called the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Was that from the Little Rascals?
Yeah, and
Good
I was
God.
Spanky.
Dang.
You were,
Well, I was Buckwheat.
were you?
You was Spanky.
Oh,
You was the one in love with Delilah.
yeah.
Was that her name?
Yes.
Darla.
Yeah,
Darla.
Darla.
Oh, Darla.
Darla.
Yeah. that one.
Darla.
God, whoa, that was we used to watch those on
Core
VHS. My
memory
grandmother's.
unlocked.
Good for you for being able to lock and load.
Oh God. Okay. So now that we have established, we broke probably every rule on YouTube this whole episode.
I don't think so.
This is probably going to go down as an episode of ridiculous infamy.
well, you got to
so,
remember the first few minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
your computer system took a shit. So we made it past the barrier of keeping it PC.
That's a valid point. All right. Well, Blake, any final words for this podcast you want us?
What? Fuck, I don't know. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Dare
Sure, let's go with
dare
that.
to be better.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
You know that was the first pyramid scheme,
Is it?
the DARE program.
Is it?
Absolutely.
So it was a multi.
Absolutely.
Okay, again, based in no fact, I heard that this was one of the first like multi-level marketing things
Absolutely.
among like cops.
Absolutely.
They would get like
Well, Reagan brought it
they
in.
would bring people in, and then they would, the more people you brought in, the more you got paid based
Yeah.
off of that.
I had
anyways.
no idea.
And then Reagan
Um,
Reagan opened the floodgates to it, and then his wife started the DARE program. They were working hand in hand.
Yeah,
You know how much money the DARE program brought in? And her
officially or
husband was the-
unofficially? Officially, probably very little.
yeah,
Anyways,
it was a nonprofit organization. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was through the roof.
So-
And I grew up in a
Profits
DARE
only.
program.
yeah. I don't know. Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
I never tried cocaine because of the DARE program. They said you might get hooked.
Okay.
I had a buddy, an older gentleman. He said he never sucked a dick because he might like it,
Oh my god.
and that made the most
Are
sense to
you
me.
insinuating that you should at least try it?
No, but that probably in
It's
my
like Kanye
younger
West-
years.
It's like Kanye. Yeah, I
In
sucked
my
my
younger
cousin's
years.
dick.
No, not that. Drugs.
Yeah.
But that statement when he said that made a lot of sense.
You see,
to me.
I knew I wasn't gay because I sucked a dick. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, someone's gonna clip that. So
Well, who knows how to suck a dick or have a dick suck better than a man?
I mean, that's one way to look at it. I'm still not going to try it.
this is
We got real quiet. I don't know. No.
this is how we end it. This is how we're ending the episode.
Case in point.
Well,
Thank
since
you.
we're going all the way, Bubba, we're thinking about you.
I so to God hope Bubba's a horse and Bubba is not President Clinton, but
We're thinking about you, Bubba. We're rooting for you. Don't worry.
Right, I need to leave now.
Okay. So
Uh,
thank you everyone for watching another episode of Alaskan Babble Podcast. If you like our content, and probably all of our subscribers are going to unsubscribe after this episode, remember to comment, like, and subscribe. It really helps the podcast.
Yeah.
And put down your comments. For 100,000 views, we are going to have Van Askcast. So 100,000 views, Van's gonna Askcast.
I don't ask cast.
That's what he says.
I don't
It's
gaggle.
100,000 views. He's gonna
I don't
gaggle.
gaggle. I don't.
He's gonna
ask
gaggle for
cast.
100,000 views.
I don't do any.
All
of that
right.
stuff.
Take care, Alaska. Keep on babbling.
have a good one.